Hello, I'm Sabah, and my dissertation topic is impulse buying behavior of Irish people for Apple products. Okay, at first a bit about the background of my topic. My research will be conducted in order to emphasize the impulse buying behavior by considering a case study. For its importance to understand what impulse behavior means. Albert Mernuka said that impulse behavior is seen among the consumers when they make their purchase decisions without judging the post impact. In the world, there is an ongoing trend and overall growing anxiety, and this make individuals for impulsive buying. So, in my research, I will concentrate on the consumers' impulse buying behavior in Ireland towards Apple products. Apple started their business in Ireland at the time when the country was going through recession. And at that time, Apple created job opportunities for the people in Ireland so that these employees were able to create a strong bonding between the brand and the consumers in Ireland. Once Lagner said that the Apple brand carries a status symbol, and this symbol is the major attraction for the customers. My research is important because it will show how Apple influence the customers overall in case of social and psychological factors. I found that the most of the studies are done on either consumers' buying behavior or organizations' marketing strategies towards impulsive purchases. And I will pay weightage on both areas. Thus, I expect an effective outcome. Okay, now I am sure you are already curious, so I am coming to the research questions. What are the social and psychological factors, that influence impulsive buying behavior of the customers in favor of Apple in Ireland? I think I don't need to mention that my research question also represents the research objectives. Beside the main question, some sub-questions arise. These sub-questions help me to keep the entire investigation on track and attain the objective as well. So my sub questions are: the first question is, what are the social factors that influence the impulsive buying behavior of the customers of Apple in Ireland? Second question is, what is the psychological factors that influence the behavior of the customers towards the product of Apple in Ireland? The third question is, what is the impact of the social and the psychological marketing trends on on the buying behavior of customers of Apple in Ireland? And the fourth question, that's the last question, that is how the social and the psychological trends of marketing are used by the organization in enhancing customer preferences. So if my questions are not clear at the moment, I'll explain them now. So the main question will help me to evaluate the interrelation between the two major variables of impulse buying behavior. In order to be more precise, this question is considered in order to examine how the social and psychological factors influence the Irish people's impulse buying behavior for Apple products. My first sub-question is asking for the social factors, because these social factors are majorly responsible for the impulse buying behavior of their customers. The second sub-question concentrates on the psychological factors which force the consumers for their impulsive purchasing behavior. The third sub-question is focusing on both the psychological factor and the social factor. And this question shall analyze the impact of these factors on the impulse purchase decision of the Irish people for an Apple product. And finally, the fourth question shall help to analyze how the social and psychological trends are considered in the marketing strategy of Apple, because the marketers use certain strategies in order to influence the customers' choices and preferences. So I have two research hypotheses. So that's one, a negative and a positive one. That is social, and the first one is the social and psychological factors do not have any impact on the impulse buying behavior of the consumers. Second one is the social and psychological factors have an impact on the impulse buying behavior of the consumers. To get a deeper understanding of my topic, I already did some research about the product involvement. In 2015, Ruaki said that the consumers always prefer that prefer the product that meet their expectations and needs as well. Furthermore, he said that it is found that Apple always offers something very new that reaches beyond the expectations of the consumers. Then I went deeper in the brand loyalty and affective commitment. I figured out that Irish people have a strong relation with this particular brand, and this brand trends them to make impulse purchases. Apple maintain their brand loyalty by providing advanced technological use in their products. For my topic, the marketing strategy of Apple is very important. So I found that the prime marketing strategy of Apple is to influence the social and the psychological factors of the consumers. The promotional events of the new products gain high social standards, and this enhances their sales. The literature review section helps me to establish the base of my research, which clears the concept of impulse buying behavior, and this further will help me to understand the relationship between the social and the psychological factors. In case of research philosophy, I have chosen the positivism research philosophy for my final research work, and this will help me to analyze the hidden facts and information. Furthermore, I have chosen the deductive research approach because it is a top to bottom approach which helped me to establish the theoretical knowledge first and then rely on the observation. I will adopt certain strategies and plan in conducting the research, and and this will make me to investigate the study in an effective manner. So, why I choose this topic? This topic. I have chosen this topic because on this topic there are only few studies which were made on which were made on. But I will consider both the consumer preferences and the marketing aspects in the study. And for my research, I have chosen 50 customers and 5 managers of Apple. For this, I will use simple random and non-probability sampling method. And data collection, I will consider my secondary and primary data collection. The secondary research, I will only consider the literature review section, and for my primary research, I will collect data from survey and from my interview processes. For the survey, I will use quantitative data analysis, and for the interview, I will use quantitative data analysis. And about my ethics, I promise I will use only relevant information which do not hurt anybody, and of course, there will be no verbal harassment. And my limitations of my research, in my research, there are two major limitations: time and budget, because I only have a limited time span, and I'm not a millionaire, so unfortunately, so my budget is limited. And these are my references, which help me to do this research. And thank you for listening. Have a great day.